So here we are in downtown Victoria, having just brought my bike in for a brake service. Now it's going to be a run home via the golf course after I get all this asphalt crap out of my system. I was going to record once I got to the golf course, but I figured I might as well start now, just so there will be a contrast between the noise of the city and the peace of the trail. So I'm getting close to the golf course. I've done about 2k now, and it's just beginning to quieten down a little bit now. The rush hour is over. This is a crosstown street. This is Finlayson Road. You might hear some odd noises today because I'm running with a backpack. It's pretty light because I've only got my jacket and my helmet in it. But obviously I needed it to get down there on my bike. The guy I spoke to was the guy who sold me the bike 4 years ago, so I'm hopeful that he's going to do a good job for me. Unfortunately, the last time I was dealing with him, he was trying to fix an electronic issue with my speed controller, and I don't think he's as good an electrician as he is a bike mechanic, so I'm hopeful that doing some minor work on my rear brake shouldn't be beyond his skill set. Zone 3, and I'm just about at the golf course. I'm on Finlayson Road for the last few moments here. Sorry about the traffic noise. Zone 4. You don't often hear traffic noise from me, if truth be told. I try and do most of my runs off the asphalt, away from the cars. But it's hard to do that when you're coming back from downtown, other than the rail trail. But that is paved as well, that is asphalt, mostly, especially the downtown section. So officially I'm at the Cedar Hill Park Golf Course right now. Just about to flash past the earth drums. I'm going to take a photograph of the sign for the Relive video. There's one guy doing hill repeats. He's running up the hill that very soon will break me into a hike. But until then, I will push on as I flash past the back of the rec center. Start heading up the big hill. Not the $1 million hill, but this is one of the makeup hills on the other side of the golf course. I'm running in an anti-clockwise direction. Yes, not uncle clockwise. Zone 4. Okay, so just coming up to the Vanilla Ice Cream House. If you hear any machinery now, it'll be the grounds people of the golf course mowing and rolling the grass. The hill repeat guy just came up behind me. That's 2 he's done, and I've just done 1. as I pass the number 9 fairway. I'm going to lock this on now for the rest of the duration of this recording. I've already made a preliminary video for the podcast, but I'm not going to be filming any major movie sections because there was talk of rain, and I can save that for Sunday. I can save the video podcast for Sunday. Today's will be an abridged video, a little bit of a trailer. Hi there, followed by a little message saying, for the rest of this audio, you will have to pick it up elsewhere. But I think most people know that by now. I'm getting more listeners from YouTube than I am from Spreaker. So I'm still cultivating my audience there. Last little bit of the Makeup Hill, a second section that takes me up to the height of the top of the $1 million view. But I'm on the other side of the golf course now. This is where I saw a family of deer strolling casually across the links. When I stopped to take a photograph just now, I managed to drop the voice recorder. Luckily I wasn't recording at the time. But unless I started a new file, I've only got about 3 minutes of audio. That's why I've locked it, because to take me all the way back home, it's about 40 minutes from here. So this file will end before I get home, when I hit around the 28-minute mark. Today I will pause and stop. Well, I won't be pausing because it's on lock, but I'll be unlocking and stopping the audio. Alright, now some more running. Running past the catalpa trees. They've already been in bloom. Now they have the pods hanging from the branches. So I hope Jamie does a good job on my bike. The reason the back brake has worn out is because I tend to carry a lot of cargo in my huge panniers. So to pull the bike up, I need some good anchors. And I guess I've worn out the back. I had the front brake serviced about maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, it would be that. It was one of those end of season tune-ups that you do in the fall. You're not too worried about how long it takes for you to get your bike back, because you're barely using it in the fall. But as I don't drive cars, as I'm not permitted to drive, I have to use my bike even in the rain, or use the bus if it's really grim. I don't get too many aerobic points for e-biking, but I do get more than driving, that's for sure. Unless I had one of those Flintstone mobiles. Thank you. Just being led across the road by the Hoynes Brewery beer truck making a delivery to the Cedar Hill Golf Club. Funnily enough, my e-bike maintenance hider was right next to the Hoyne Brewery downtown. I could have hitched a ride with him, so I'm sure that's where he was coming from. But as we crossed paths, he would have not saved me any time. I would have had to wait for him to make his other drops, probably. So, slightly ahead of the Hoyne's beer truck pace to the Cedar Hill Golf Course, I have run about, I don't know, maybe 4K. I'll tell you next time Samantha tells me. It's just that I have her on minimal messaging. She's telling me on my zone changes, and she's telling me every 3 minutes what I'm up to. So, hence the radio silence from her. Zone 2. It is very muggy today. It rained a little bit yesterday, and a lot of the moisture that fell is now evaporating, and I'm breathing in moist, warm air. 8 minutes 53 per kilometer, and according to my watch, I have done almost 4K. That's about right. My watch is just working as a pedometer. Talking of watches, I'm going to be getting a new Polar watch on Friday. Hi there. Yep, Polar watch. I think it's going to be a good addition to my equipment locker. I now have 3 devices that can record my heart rate to one or more of my apps. This backpack is beginning to make my back sweat with contact between my backpack and my shirt and my back. The cotton sandwich. I have to remember to buy coffee today. My son will never forgive me if I run out of coffee. Hi. Talking of running out of things, my beer supply is down to 6 bottles. That is, at my current rationing, 3 days. So in 3 days' time, I will be without beer until the end of August. I have ordered from Norma, from Amazon, a 7.5 litre coffee urn, which I'm going to use to make beer. Hello. I should be able to extract a little more from my grain. There she is. That was the Yugoslav lady, the Croatian woman. She saw me running today. Had she not been deep in conversation with somebody else, I probably would have stopped to talk with her, but I didn't. 4.4K. So 4.4K of about 9, maybe a little less. So about halfway back now with the voice recorder unlocked. I'm looking for berries, but I don't want to stop for too long. No, these have all been thoroughly picked over. There might be one or two berries hiding in the bushes behind leaves. No, that one wasn't worth eating. I have better berries in my backyard that I haven't picked yet. Norma finished the paint job after the man patched a few of the bits of wood that needed to be patched. The major paint job was finished 2 weeks ago, and the guy did his patching, and now Norma has finished the painting. So we now have a beautiful paint job. Hi, without any blemishes. Let me take another photograph of the golf course before I leave it. I have to remember that the video audience will expect some images to tempt them to listen on. I could do a repeating slideshow at the end of the video, but that would be a little bit boring. I think what most of us do when we're watching a video that is less than exciting, we put it to a background task and start playing Scrabble or whatever we play on the computer. I know that's not much consolation for the guys who are out and about with their earbuds in, listening to the audio. They have not the option to play Scrabble. So they are listening and doing their thing. They're probably running while listening. I noticed the other day when I was running and listening to JD's latest episode that I was using his interval timer while I was running and recording my show. No, I was just running. I wasn't recording my show. That's right. That would have been a little too confusing. But between my ears, every day sounds the same, whether I'm running or just listening. I get Samantha with me. 4.67. 4.67 kilometers. And I'm still sub-9 minute pace. So finally I get a little bit of downhill. This will take me to Cedar Hill Crossroad. Yep, so I'm going to be using this 7.5 litre coffee urn to brew beer, because I figured that I need something that will bring the water up to a boil and then hold it for a prolonged period of time. And it made me think that that's exactly what a coffee machine, a coffee urn does. One of those kind with a basket at the top where you put the coffee and then you fill it up to a certain line in the bottom with clean water and then bring it up to the boil. I could leave that plugged in overnight. I know that wouldn't make very good coffee, but it would make very good beer, because from 7.5 litres to make it up to my 24 bottle batch, I'd probably have to add about another 4 or 5 well, no, not pints, but I'd have to add about another litre of liquid, maybe 1.5 litres of liquid to make up the right quantity for my 24 bottle batch, which is what I do nowadays. But how I used to make beer was that I had to add at least half again more of water after I made my initial steeping. But the new technique will have the barley in a sack in the bottom part of the coffee urn, and the hops in the top part of the coffee urn. So the hops will get a one-time infusion when the water comes over, and then the barley will be in the bottom half, and that'll be steeping for X number of hours. I'm going to get the light now as I cross Cedar Hill Crossroad. Morning. Workout resumed. I have to remember that I'm not running to Fairways today. I'm running to Mount Doug Market, which means coming out through Bow Park. When I get to Brayford School, I will check the recording for length. I'm pretty sure that I'm still within my limit, my 28-minute program length that I arbitrarily decided on for today's exciting episode. For those who've seen my Instagram trailer, they will know that this episode is called Them's the Breaks. As I stop for a second to check on the audio, I'm going to have to apologize now because you'll hear the voice recorder sliding out from its baby glove windsock. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, that's good. I have 19 minutes so far, so I have another 9 more to do. That will take me to Bow Park, maybe to the Feltham Trail. I can see Mount Doug in the distance. I will take a photograph of Mount Doug in the distance as I pull off the pavement onto Herman the German's property. He no longer lives here, but I'll always remember this property as Herman the German, who in fact is Austrian. As I start up again. Well, it looks as if out of a sow's ear, potentially, I will be making a silk purse. I'm always hopeful. As I cross the street, get away from a few people and a dog. The dog is more than likely going to bark at me. Hello. Yeah, there's one dog in the car and one dog sniffing the bushes. I can certainly hear the straps of my semi-empty backpack flapping on my shoulders. Excuse me. That wasn't my porridge. I have to be honest with you. I did not eat breakfast today. .5 kilometers. Zone 4. I will walk a little bit as I go past the preschool at Brayford Elementary. They have quite a complex here for junior learners. They have the preschool where they learn how to bang the tambourine, And then the elementary school, where they learn how to run around the building. That's what they do with them as they get older. They go from sitting still and banging their tambourine to running off the excess energy that the elementary school kids seem to have an abundance of. I'm going to take one or two more pictures, but I think I'm probably up to my limit now. Relive only gives me 10 pictures, 10 photographs, I should say. Yep. The sign says it all. I'm trying not to drop the voice recorder this time. I'll get a little closer to the sign because that's what happened last time. I was trying to zoom and hold the phone at the same time. There you go. These kids are learning their bike skills. But I don't like taking pictures of kids because some people get pretty freaked out by that, especially some parents. I can understand why with all this horrible stuff that you hear about. Okay, so it looks as if this school has got an East Indian headmaster or headmistress. Just by the name on the plaque it said Taj something or other, and that Taj, it doesn't sound like a Judeo-Christian name to me. Sounds more Oriental, East Indian kind of Taj, like the Taj Mahal. Anyway, as I approach the footbridge over Mackenzie Avenue, I will keep quiet for a few seconds as you hear the traffic noise build up again. 51 minutes of moving time. Average heart rate 142, which is a little bit high. I shall walk a little bit. I'm going to have to walk over the footbridge because there is quite a steep ramp on either side. Zone 2. It comes down pretty quick. That's a sign of cardio fitness if your heart recovers quickly from exertion. Time for another photograph. This will be the last one. Zone 1. As I pan across the Brayfoot Elementary School playing field and start to hike up over the bridge that crosses Mackenzie Avenue. There's a dump truck. I need to trim my beard today. Beard and mustache is a must for today. After that, I'm not sure. Probably no urgency on the hair, seeing as that most of the time it's under my bandana. But the beard and the mustache makes it difficult to run without getting too hot and to eat soup without getting soup hanging from my tendrils from my mustache. Down, down, down to the other side of the footbridge. And in to the Felton Trail I go. Pretty soon I'll be going up Kevin's Ramp towards Bow Park. remembering to unlock the device, I will say to you adieu, bonne chance, buena suerte, adios, sayonara, hasta la próxima, bye bye.